choice to write this book. I opened the Bible to these scriptures from the King James Version Bible. The Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Habakkuk 3:3. Another scripture says, open the book and write. It will be sweet as a honeycomb and bitter to thy belly. Ezekiel 3:3. When Jesus saw John the vision, he was making way to come to be an example to his people. I now accept that Jesus used me as an example to make way to come into my life. What shall we say then to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:3-1. I remember when there became a sudden peace. I was lying in a hospital bed and a hymn came to me, and all I could feel was the praying people. All I could sing in my head was, couldn't hear nobody pray, couldn't hear nobody pray. Way down yonder by myself, couldn't hear nobody pray. Sleep. I always was hearing the car flipping and how I just remember being thrown from the vehicle. And it happened by the railroad tracks, and that's all I could remember. And I just could not keep the story to myself. People wanted me to not tell the story at all. They had their opinions, but I find that the truth is more revealing than the whole bad anything that is the truth. So I just spoke out by writing my first biography book. My name is ShTruth Poetry. I wrote it to be heard, and I had to eliminate people to become more successful and to achieve more in life. And all I can think about is to be more than I once was. So I started college. It really became my focal point, where I had to make a decision to whether to give in or to just give up and give out by just not freeing myself. I wanted to be free again. Talking about how trouble don't last always, you know? Like, I thought that after the car accident, after almost losing some of my limbs, I thought it was the end, you know? And it was just the beginning of something brand new. I found God, I found religion to be at its best in my life. So I wrote the poem called Meanings, because one minute is light, next is dark. Today is present, tomorrow is the past. In the book, I changed my name to Nyasha because it means cold, cold water. My heart was so broken that I became cold-hearted, and so when they got into the hospital, they said the car was hijacked and she was fighting some girls, and they said they beat her with the bat. They did not know their names, but they switched Nyasha's name, which is my name, by calling me something else. She was unconscious, Mia Nyasha, bleeding from the head and covered in blood. Her skull was fractured in 6 places with major head trauma. In later dysfunction, she lost her memory in time and was gradually regained. So it was just a healing time, you know? It took forever. I felt like I would never be the same again. That's one of the things the doctor had said when he came into the room and he was talking to me, explaining all the injuries I was going to have. How he could visualize that if I ever remembered anything, it would probably traumatize me. And people left my side that I thought would always just realized that I had to learn to love myself and be more than I once was. It's a poem I had written, and to explain Ra, it's very interesting how one day can change a person's life forever. So I wrote Ra to express the things I couldn't explain, and it means that much to me, to the point where I realized that I could become my own hurdle and was creating my own problems for not allowing myself to forgive the people that had done me wrong, and to not move forward and stay stagnant. So I wrote the poem called Ra, and it starts off like this. Ra, they ask me how I feel, I keep all in. Instead, I'd rather lie, but the truth comes out and robs me of all good. Sadness fills my mind. After all these years, I still can't get a witness. I've been robbed of all I've owned, my sarcasm, my internal goal of justice. I've been robbed of anger, of what I really want to show. I've been robbed not knowing which way is forward. When people see a smile, they see a smile of one down and internal. Take it all do you good. Happiness is longed for, sadness is hidden. I'd rather go away to leave one blissful than to take one into the carriage I bear. I've been robbed. Can't help but to keep our truths inside, while many lash out with words they refuse to hide. When I see one outspoken, in some ways I praise them, 'cause I'd rather speak my mind and lose a friend than to keep a friend and hold all within. I've been robbed of my motives to laugh out loud, without one thinking I'm too loud. I've been robbed of forever knowing. I've been robbed of feelings unbearing. I've been robbed, people smile, but they have hidden unknowing. They say they are there for me, but they lie and say all the best. They lie, they get away with lying. They are all liars. They steal my forever goals of goals. I'm robbed of all that I once was. I can now tell the truth and the real ones, and ask the others, where's your kite? Go with them, not me. Because I've been robbed of my first and last name. It's all showing. Robbed of all blissfulness. All I do is put on fronts with a kiss. Robbed of all truths that I'm happier without you. Rob, just rob. Rob. Whosoever care, let me know it. They don't. It's true.